Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So, welcome to episode 16 of Brewing Live, filling your digital cup with great stuff brought to you by Cup Coffee Republic, the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines and now going global. So, our physical space is located inside Pioneer Center or PC. It's along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets, Capitolio, Pasig City, and it is where I am presently located. So Decaf Coffee Republic is open daily from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. only because of the pandemic situation, but coaching services on demand is still available 24 by 7 any time of the day and any day of the week. So just connect through 0917-586-1661. So, Brewing Live is a 30-day exploration journey that aims to fill your digital cup with great stuff and ignite your space with opportunities for impact, income, and influence. So we started the journey last September 1, and you can watch the replay of past episodes in D Cup Coffee Republic FB page, Life Coach Philippines FB page, and in Coach A I Connect YouTube channel. So thank you for joining me today. So please do tag a friend in the comment below and share this link to your timeline and FB groups so that we can reach more people and help transform lives. So this project is in partnership with Coach A Coaching Club, and our mission as club members is to create massive impact by turning our talents into income and influencing the people in our chosen domain and territory through the platform of life coaching. So batch 1 of Coach A Coaching Club is now on month 4, and this endeavor is our community service after completing 12 weeks of training inside the club. So batch 2 is now ongoing, and if you are interested to know more about the club and how you can be part of this premier club for coaches and entrepreneurs, please connect to 0917-586-1661. So let's begin. So for today's episode, I will share with you 3 valuable lessons in developing a relationship that begins with the self. Whew. Here, so I encourage you to be intentional in getting your hashtag pack my bag moments. So these are key points, aha moments, words, sharing lessons that resonated with you. So these are things that speaks to your heart or pinches your heart. And these are powerful realizations. So when you get this, you usually say that I'm done. I can go home. I got it. I came for what I paid for. So you can leave, but please do not leave. And I encourage you to finish this episode. So you can also put in the comments below your pack my bag moment. I encourage you to share your pack my bag moment on your timeline so you can get to bless other people, especially for those who needs to hear and see your aha moments. So if you want to put a context so people will know where your pack my bag moment comes from, so you can put hashtag Decup Brewing Live. So good afternoon, everyone. I am Coach Candee, a professional certified life coach with coaching focus on self-love. And I'm a certified life coach with the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs based in Dallas, Texas, USA. And I am a mental wellness advocate. So for this afternoon, um, I encourage you to give permission to yourself, to be yourself, to be honest to yourself, and just give 30 to 45 minutes of your time for yourself. Just only you. So if you have any distractions there, put it aside. If you're with someone, tell them, this is my time. Give me this moment. Give me my own space. So whatever it is that you're doing, I invite you to open up your heart. Allow your heart to breathe. Allow your heart to listen. And allow your heart to speak. So I'll be telling you a story of a little girl in her quest for her happily ever after. And I invite you to open up your heart as I share you this story and allow the story of this girl to speak to your heart. And anytime you feel you are connecting, feel free to comment hashtag connecting, hashtag relating. So you may not at any way relate to all of this girl's story, but parts and bits and pieces of her story I'm sure will connect to you. So just allow yourself to journey with her in this story. So there was a girl, pretty, isn't she? She looks like a princess. She lived in a big house with her family. Their family owned a business, and she has her brothers with her. She is the only girl of the family. She grew up getting what she wants, and as she grew up into a bubbly, energetic person. And when people look at her, they always wished that they had her life. She has a family that from the outside looks loving. When she is with her family, they laugh and they smile. Little do people know that this girl has a story behind her smile. So let me tell you the truth about this girl's story. She had a house, but not home. She had a family, but a dysfunctional one. She has her parents, but she never felt the love of her mother and father. She had her brothers, but she didn't know the meaning of familial love. Little did people know that she grew up abused physically, psychologically, emotionally, and sexually. Whereas other people have childhood memories, she couldn't remember much of hers. All she knew was bits and pieces of memories, and most of them are of pain. She grew up, she didn't know who she was. She longed for love. She longed for acceptance. And she knew she was different to begin with. She grew up being told what to do, who to be, and who she should become. Her smile is a mask she wears because she knows how it feels like to be in pain. She knows what it feels like to be with so many people and yet feel so alone. She knows how a smile can save someone else's life because she was once a receiver of a stranger's smile. She got what she wants, but the more she gets, the more hollow she felt. She used money to please people around her because for her, that was her only worth. She felt a hole in her heart that no matter what she tries to put in it, nothing matters. It's a void in her heart that seems like a black hole. Growing up, she always questioned why God created her. What is the meaning of her life? She was lost and confused. She was in pain, and she longed so much for love. She wanted so much to end the pain, and she thought that the way to end the pain is to have a relationship. So she searched for relationships, believing that the other person can fill the void in her heart. She got into different relationships, from an abusive relationship to a relationship that she has manipulated just to grip and cling on to that only sense of value or worth she knew. With that, the more broken she became, the more worthless she felt. She thought her family couldn't accept her for who she really is, so no one can love her and accept her. So the more she hid her true self, covered by shame and guilt in the dark. As years passed, she started to heal. With life coaching, she thought that she knew what self love is. In her healing, she became stronger, but with that empowerment, she became prideful and she felt she has mastered what self love is. That she truly knew herself, but little did she know things are about to change. One day, she came face to face of her desire for a relationship, and her old tendencies came rushing in. She wanted it to be her way, and she wanted her time, even though she knew she wasn't ready. She again manipulated, and she caused pain to the people around her whom she loved, people who trusted her, people who believed in her, and people who treated her as family. And at that moment, she was left dumbfounded. She couldn't make sense of it, and she could only ask herself, what happened? What did I do? Was that really me? What have I done? For so long, this girl has run away from all her relationship failures. She ran away from the pain, from her mistakes, how she disvalued herself. She hid this part of her in the deepest corner of her heart. At that moment, light shedding, piercing through the dark, as she got to get a glimpse of that girl she wished to be kept in the dark for as long as she lived, a secret she never wanted anyone else to know, a part of her that had so much guilt, so much pain, and so much shame. She now came face to face the reality of how she treated herself without love, with so much hate, without compassion. How she still longed for love, and how she treated others was the same as she treated herself. And at that moment, she couldn't face herself. At that moment, she couldn't love herself. And she couldn't even look at her own reflection. What happened next, you may wonder. There are only actually two choices that the girl had: to turn back and run away like she always used to, and forever live in darkness, in pain, with all what with all the what ifs and I could haves, caged in her own pain while wishing to live her dream. Or she bravely and courageously continue to her journey, no matter how painful it is, because she knew in her heart what kind of life she wants and no longer wants to live in darkness. She chose to continue on and in her journey, no matter how painful it is. And as she looked into her reflection, she realized that everything in the world is a reflection of who she is. And she learned that to have a good relationship to others means to have a good relationship with yourself. You simply cannot truly love a person you do not have a relationship with. At the same way and at the same token, you cannot love yourself if you do not know yourself. And to know yourself is to have a deep relationship with yourself. There are three powerful lessons in her journey that this girl wanted to share. Vulnerability. Who are you? Who are you when no one is looking around? What are your core values? It's not about being vulnerable to other people that is the greatest challenge. It's not. But the most challenging part of being vulnerable is being vulnerable with your own self. Because we hold the most judgment within ourselves. So be vulnerable to yourself and allow yourself to feel, to acknowledge, and accept whatever state you are in. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's your greatest measure of courage. And in your vulnerability, you are most beautiful. Be authentically true. What is it that you really want? What is it that you truly need? How aligned is your core values to what you want? Being authentically true is about being able to show up each day, being real, no matter where you are in your journey, and making an intentional choice each day to move you closer towards the life of purpose that you want. Many people express themselves and tell themselves that they are just being authentic. But the question is, are you authentically true? Are you true that what you are expressing is actually how you are feeling, how you feel deep inside that no one else know and only you know? Authenticity is the courage to be yourself, and authenticity isn't about being the real me, but being true to our purpose and values that drives us. Embrace you. Embrace your scars, even the most painful and most shameful part of your life. As long as you keep a part of you hidden in the dark, you can never be truly free. There are parts of us that we choose to hide in the dark, just like how that girl wished her part, her dark side, is just kept a secret forever because of shame and guilt. These are the so called monsters that we hide in the dark, the monsters we hide behind the closet. But these things that you call monsters are actually a part of you that is hurt, that is wanting to be recognized, longing for love, longing to be healed. That person you hid in the dark is you that is crying for your attention, crying for your love, waiting for your tight embrace. The so called monsters that you know, if you really just take a closer look at them, they are children that long for your love, just as you long for your parents' love and approval. What is the person hiding behind the closet telling you, screaming at you, begging for you to notice? As this little girl courageously looked at the mirror and saw her reflection, she began facing her own darkness. And she realized that indeed it is true that you complete me. You need yourself to complete you and no one else. And you need to embrace your entirety. Look in the mirror. You are now looking at a person responsible for your own happiness. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship that you have. So stop. Stop running away. Stop blaming others. Stop blaming your parents. Stop blaming your partner. Stop hating yourself. Stop hurting yourself. Just please stop. Stop lying to yourself because you know the truth and you know deep down you are capable. You know deep down you are beautiful. You know deep down there is so much more of you that you can give to the world. You know deep down you want you and you need you more than anything and anyone else. Deep down you want love more than anything else. And that love begins with you. That love is you. The most powerful relationship you will ever have is the relationship with yourself because you are created in the image and likeness of God. See yourself from your Creator's eyes. You are a child of God. You are wonderfully made, dearly loved, and precious in His sight. So go back. Go back to your Creator. See yourself from His eyes. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are good. You are compassionate. You are loving. You are forgiven. You are loved and you are accepted. You are light and you belong to the light. You are His reflection. No one can steal your dreams. No one can steal your talents. Remember, it has been given to you to begin with. You are meant to shine brightly, so do not allow others to dim or blow out your own light. But more so, do not blow out your own light. It's time to start living in the light. No longer be hidden in the dark, for you belong to the light. You are a spark of hope, a ray of light that is meant to shine bright. Be that hope, be that light, be your own hope, and be your own light. Courage is fear that has said it's afraid. What happened in the past is done. Whatever happens to the future, let God be God. All you have is now, the present, and your present life is a present, a gift from God. Love yourself, speak yourself, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Believe in yourself, and if you believe in yourself, anything is possible. It is not the time that heals you, but it is what you do with the gift of time that God has given you. Healing is a process. It may seem scary, but I encourage you to trust yourself and trust the process. For you no longer need to journey alone. Help and support is available. Whenever you are ready, I invite you to start your journey to a relationship with yourself with Master Coach A's Emotional Rehab Bundle, where it is a self-paced program to heal from emotional pain, trauma, breakups, and betrayals. And I invite you, whatever you're feeling, wherever you are, this current moment in your life, allow your heart to speak. Allow your heart to breathe. Allow that person hiding in the dark to see the light. Let's talk. You may want to connect with me through my Facebook page, Coach Candee, and I invite you to join my FB group, Insane State. But I also personally invite you to visit us at Cup Coffee Republic and experience the love and acceptance that abounds in this place, and allow a certified life coach to journey with you. And I assure you that this is a safe space for you. Just like the girl, everyone has a story to tell. Your story matters. Your voice matters. Your life matters. Express yourself. Healing, restoration, and transformation is possible in life coaching. It is a miracle profession. How do I know? Well, remember that story of the girl and her search for her happily ever after. That girl is me. And today, this girl courageously and bravely takes a stand to finally bring into the light the part of herself, the part of myself I have been hiding in the darkness for too long. Self love is a deep internal process of self encounter, and it begins when you decide to have a relationship with yourself, a relationship with your Creator, a relationship with God. I have found something that is better than happily ever after. It's serenity, joyfulness, and gratitude for being gracefully broken. For in my brokenness, I found myself, and in that brokenness, I experienced God's love. God's love through the people that He brought in the space inside the Cup Copper Republic. God's love reflected with my coach, Master Coach A. And it all began, my journey all began when I took a step to go towards my dream. So I invite you to begin your journey. Take that single step. Take that step and trust the process. It's time. Come out and allow us to journey with you. If you want a happy ending, that depends, of course, on where you stop your story. So, as I end, let me leave you a question. How do you want your story to end? What message do you wish to live and leave behind? In behalf of the Cup Coffee Republic and Coach A Coaching Club, we want to thank you, and I want to thank you for being part of this team. We look forward to welcoming you as part of our thriving tribe of coaches and entrepreneurs. Thank you so much for your time. Love, bomb boom, love, bomb boom, love, bomb boom.